Up next on Live It Up, it's Paige Sanborn. She has an amazing company called Going Global. Welcome to our show.
Hey, how are you today?
Fantastic. And we've been good friends now because of this.
Yeah, we've been for almost 6 or 7 months. It's amazing.
But it seems like it's been 2 decades.
Oh, easily.
So now tell us about Going Global.
Going Global is a program that I designed with a camera guy and a couple friends and my children. And basically, it's a program that teaches kids about diversity, teaches kids about how other kids live all over the world, hopefully promoting kind of tolerance and acceptance. And
now, you're a child psychologist.
I am.
Not really a filmmaker, not really a television personality, but you woke up one day and you said, you know what, this has to be done.
Yeah, I basically, long and short of it, but I started a school in Tanzania with my father about 8 years ago. Really saw the impact that getting my children out of their bubble and being someplace else, saw that impact on how it affected their lives and how things are so different but yet the same. And thought technology is at such a point right now where we can teach kids that without having to have them travel, which is expensive and time consuming and whatever. So just to be able to get them to see each other and interact is a huge effect on kids' psychological well-being. So.
Now, your son Austin is a little bit of a foodie. So while you're traveling around these countries, it's like a 3-prong approach, right?
Yeah.
You've got something called Beyond Borders,
Yep.
right? And you have another show, which is...
Breaking Bread.
Okay. And you have a third component, which is the educational component.
Correct.
So let's talk about the first 2 television idea concepts.
Okay, so Beyond Borders is basically a teenage-esque, preteen through teenager program based on delving into kids' lives, how they live, the cultural differences, the cultural same aspects, things that really make kids think about other people, empathetic, sympathetic, that kind of stuff, and really delving into it from a kid's point of view. So that's Beyond Borders. Breaking Bread takes the cultural aspect a little differently. Austin hosts it, and it's basically how you see culture through food. And he loves to eat. He loves to cook. He loves to talk. So he's perfect. And he eats in orphanages, and he eats in homes, and we pick stuff, and we go to open markets, and we eat with chefs. So that's a really fun
like sustainability and cooking and just really embracing the culture of where you are.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both Mackenzie, who's your daughter, and Austin, who's your son, and you, the 3 of you are touring all over the world and creating, I guess, virtual passports, which is another component of your company.
Yeah.
And a virtual passport does what? That's the educational component?
That's the educational component. Basically, we started a website, and we decided we're in these other countries, and we're doing things like how to make rubber from a rubber tree are things that you may not know about, but are interesting, and they can be educational. You can get a science component for it, as well as an agriculture and sociology and all of that. So it's learning about culture while learning about something that's academic. And we have them on our website, which is yourvirtualpassport.org, and you basically can go to a country, you view a bunch of our segments, take a few questions, take a few, I guess,
quizzes, I guess,
or whatever,
yeah.
And then you get a stamp on your virtual passport, and you can complete, all the different programs that we said. You get tons of different countries that you visited and things that you've learned.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of corporate sponsorship, because you want to be able to make this education accessible to everybody, no matter what their economic background is, right?
Correct.
So you would like some corporate sponsors to underwrite that component for you?
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Okay.
Because reality, it's an educational program. I set up Your Virtual Passport as a nonprofit. It's a registered 501c3. So it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're a company that would be interested in promoting cultural diversity, promoting acceptance, and then education. It's really educational.
And the other 2 shows are going global, and that's going to be traditional television as well as video on demand delivery, correct?
Yeah, as of right now, that's how we're trying to set it all up.
Oh, congratulations.
So,
is there
thank you.
anything else that you might need besides some corporate sponsorship? Are you just happy? You want invitations to other countries or schools to get involved?
I think if we went to other countries, what we're doing is also great to promote tourism. It's great for hotels, it's great for restaurants, because the things that we can showcase around those areas where people are will entice other people who can afford and want to go there. We also highlight nonprofits when we go to different places, so we talk about things. So those are things that we'd love. If we get to a place, if there are nonprofits there that want some PR as well as to showcase the wonderful things that they're doing all over the country, why not? be able to do that.
So you've been to Guatemala, Tanzania, and Rwanda.
Yeah.
And I said to you, if you do the United States, I want to get in the van with you, and we're going to just like get a
Absolutely.
van, and we're going to go everywhere.
Yeah,
the Live It Up
absolutely.
and Going Global virtual passport tour.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun, and we welcome you. We're so
Thank
glad
you.
that you spent a little time with us explaining what your project is. It's a very wonderful project.
Thank you. It's fun.
Yes.
It's really fun. I get to do it with my kids, which, it's a mother's dream. And I think it's a great thing for kids around to be able to see. So
And a little birdie told me that your husband's thinking about going to the next jaunt with you.
he would love to.
There you
so
go.
we're hoping we can get it all. We can get it all or like coordinated appropriately. So it would work.
Well, thank you so much, Paige
Thank you.
Sanborn. And as always, stay tuned on Live It Up. We try to bring you the global things that are happening that make a difference in your life.